Okay, Demetrius. So you finished the project. You finished your project that you did for your flooring business, right? So what happened with that is that you've been running your advertisements, you've been doing your ads. You had a lead come in organically for the first month. Now last month you had your ads come. Your ads brought you in a lead for flooring. You finally finished the project. It took about 10 days. But the thing is, you're done. And this is the part that was the kicker for me. I felt like I finally did it. I finished the project. We've been working on this for a while. This is literally a labor of doing this, and we're finally finished. And so I just didn't know how to feel about it, because I'm like, man, I feel like I should celebrate, but then a part of me is like, I'm probably just depressed. Let me just go lie down. And I'm realizing that I picked up this trait from my mom, which is resignation, like this feeling of like never having accomplished much. So when you do have something to celebrate, you just kind of like you just resign yourself. It's like when I should be happy, I'm like, oh yes, I did it. Woo! Yeah, we can do it again. We can do it 1,000 times. I'm more of a well, it's not. I feel like something is like missing inside. Like, oh, this was missing. I don't know. Like, maybe I should just go confused. It's just whatever, like discounting. And I called my mom and I told her. I was like, Mom, I'm finished with the project. She's like, I feel like I should celebrate. She's like, well, don't celebrate now. Maybe do like 2, 3, 4, 5 projects and then celebrate. And I mean, that's the whole thing right there. Like, she just hasn't had much to celebrate in her life. So when something does come up, to be like, let's enjoy the moment, celebrate that we got through that trial. We won. We're winners. We do this. This is not a challenge. This is just a test. And we pass. We beat this level. Let's win. Let's celebrate. Let's be happy about ourselves. She doesn't have a lot of experiences in that. And I picked that up, which is why I probably have been discounting a lot of the things that I've done in life, because that's just what she is. I'm spending time around her. That's the way I am. So I realized, I was like, I should celebrate. Like, I should call my friend up that I did the job with, my worker, my partner. We go celebrate, have a good time, and be like, yeah, we did this. Because it's like, if we don't celebrate, then we're going to end up like with this pent up energy of like just working, which is fine. Working is good. But when you complete a milestone, you need to appreciate it. You need to really be like, exalt that milestone. Be like, glorify the milestone. Be like, oh man, like, remember that time? Like, boom, did that. And wow, this is what came out of it. This is something new has been brought into this earth that was never here before. Like this flooring job being finished, which means more flooring jobs can be started and finished. It's a precedent. It's something that's just like, it's novel. It's like, wow, we should definitely celebrate this arrival of this accomplishment and this achievement in our life, at least for like an hour or something, or like 3 hours maybe. Like, just so we just like notice it, recognize it, and be like, we're gonna have more of those. More of those are going to come along. So when we get to them, we can be like, it's a resting point. Be like, it's like a checkpoint. Say, oh, whew, that worked. Yeah, like, plan came together. Could have been better. Getting better. Hey, merry weather the storm, and I'm stable in the face of adverse winds. So what it is stability in the face of adverse winds keeps you warm. So now when I bring on this next worker, I'm gonna celebrate that, because the ads that I was running for the job board, those are working. So I'm like, yes, I can do those. Oh man, yes, I can celebrate everything, like the little milestones. Like I'm like pat myself on the back. I'm like pat myself on the chest, like, yeah man, like I did this. I'm in my own lane. I'm ahead of the crowd doing this, because I don't know anybody else that's really doing it like I am. Like they got employees, they're doing ads. It's a business that's self-sufficient. I'm doing my administrative stuff, and the business will grow without me being there because I'm nurturing its culture. So that's what I'm working on. And all I gotta do is just, what I want to do is go in here, study up on my stocks, my reading up on my dictionaries, looking at my charts, moving all of my dishes out of my other apartment into this apartment. These apartments that I have, that I rent them out, I'm like, man, at a certain point, I have to focus in on what is making the money, or just at least the one thing, because I'm trying to do these apartments and I'm trying to run my flooring business. And when I say these apartments, I mean lease apartments out. And the thing about it is that the one tenant just left, but it was, the place needed some turnover work, some turnover love. However, the deposit that the tenant had made for the apartment isn't enough to cover the turnover. And I'm thinking to myself, why shouldn't the deposit cover the turnover on the property? That makes no sense. It's like, let's say they, trash up the walls, whatever, all this, like, because this place needs carpet, it needs paint, it needs new blinds, it needs pest control, and it needs a little bit of flooring, tile work. It's like, if the deposit doesn't cover all of that, then the deposit is not enough, which means the rent is too low, because it should be able to, like, 1 month's rent should be able to cover an entire turnover service, because where else would the money come from? The money should come from the deposit. So it's like me rushing to get some people into these apartments, and it causes them to have a lower rate. Whereas, since I already have put the ad out, people are going to approach me about wanting to rent these apartments, and I'm going to tell them what the price is. And when the right people approach, it'll take a little bit more time, I'll be able to get the right price on a longer time horizon. So while that's happening, I can go and focus on building my other business and bringing in cash flow that way. So what that will look like is that these units here, it may not be this month, but they will get the highest rent I can possibly get for the unit out of the unit. Because I got to also clean them. Yeah, like carpet, paint, cleaning, new blinds, pest control, the whole nine. So as I'm taking my time, I can raise the price, because yes, the demand is lower, but the supply is higher, so that means a higher price. So I don't know, what are the two? It's like, basically I can raise the price because I'm increasing the supply of customers who are taking a look at these properties in the market. So basically, those are going to take care of themselves. I'm going to do my turnkey services as I need be, but the main focus is going to be, boom, here. And then I can put this type of stuff on like the back burner, or like cost people up, get some more money up. But like, oh yeah, I rented the room out in this one unit, rented a room out in another unit. It might be a month later, okay, rented out another unit and another unit. but I rented it out at the price that made the most sense for me, especially when it comes to managing the property and getting the highest quality. Because I want the highest quality I can get. It'll take a little bit longer in this case than it would to take up a lower quality tenant. So the point is that those are gonna get advertised, and I can just wait and capture the higher quality tenant as they become available. And I can spend the money from their deposit on actually renovating this place, so when something comes up, the money is there to take care of it. It's not being touched by my other business or by myself, and myself and my other business, which is the flooring business, can go and focus on the flooring. And since we're focusing on the flooring, I could pay myself out of that flooring business. And this business over here, I don't have to touch any of the money. It's going to be self-sufficient. It is self-sufficient as an investment, and it's really more like a savings account. So now I got my flooring business. I'm running with that. That's carpet, and it's carpet, hardwood, tile. Well, it's actually carpet, hardwood, laminate, epoxy, vinyl, installation and removal. So while that's happening over there, I'm doing my thing over here, and from there I'll pay myself out of the business after I make a profit. That's gonna take care of all my living expenses. And then the thing about the topic that I started with, those are all things of necessities and things I should need, but me having this drive, having this determination to capture more business comes after I take time to celebrate. Because if I don't celebrate, I'm like, I didn't win. Like, I didn't win. There's an empty space there that was never fulfilled. It was just kind of like, eh. And that's like, it's like if I'm going back out in the battle, I want to make sure I won the first battle. I'm like, dang, man, I'm about to go back. We just lost the first round. Woo. But actually, this is 2 for 2. I finished 2 projects. So I finished the first project and I finished the second project. It's month 3, which we're in March. So I could pick up maybe a third or a 4th project this month. And then next month, maybe I could pick up 2 projects next month. So pick up 2 projects, worth like $6,000 each or $7,000. That's like $15,000 I can make in the month, and really just go at it and feel like I'm winning, because I'm winning every single month, every single week, doing this. Like, yes, I got it done. Like, woo! I'm an achiever. I'm making achievements. I'm doing everything I can to achieve. Like, that's it. Like, I've achieved this, and I'm gonna do it again and again and again. I'm doing it again and again and again. Every day I'm achieving something more than I did the day before, and I'm adapting, because I have all of these, like, for instance, as far as my company culture goes, I have all of these principles, all of these videos. I mean, here's a video right now that I'm making as a part of my company culture, right? All of these videos and principles and values I have on my wall, all of those are gonna go into creating a indestructible, indomitable company culture that's gonna create a business that's got a strong barrier of protection around it, permeable barrier, but also has enough permeability to allow people who are interested to enter and to stay, and those who are disinterested or destructive to exit out. So the company culture is solid because I have the value videos in place, which I'm going to continue creating more of those, and also have my branding, my personal brand videos in place. So that's the company brand, at least at this moment in time, since they're inseparable. They're not big enough for the company to be branding itself, but my employees inside have an understanding of what the brand is, what the company is, and my personality is like. So that's gonna be good. The other thing is bringing in the work. I'm bringing in the work. Boom. Now we got the human resources. I'm bringing in the human resources. So next week, I'm gonna And today I'm achieving even more. And then the week after that, we got the human resources, we got the job project. We come together, boom, we just knocked that out. Boom, that's momentum right there. And there's nothing here that is stopping that. It's indomitable. There's nothing here. Because the funnels are on and they are not going off. I'm always advertising, I'm always hiring, I'm firing out the people that doesn't work. This business is autonomous. Right now, I'm wearing a couple different hats in the business. As we bring in more revenue, I'm changing hats. So, I need to make sure that I celebrate the wins because they're going to keep coming, and I'm going to be able to pat myself on the back and say like my appreciation internally, or not my appreciation, but my my self-esteem. Boom, my self-esteem is increasing because of the accomplishments that I'm taking and making. My self-esteem went way up. Like these type of activities increase my self-esteem. My self-worth, I know my self-worth, but my self-esteem gets built up and more and more and more the more that I accomplish. The more projects that get finished, the more steam gets built up in that chamber to accomplish, and push out more. Farewell.